everyone, I'm back. It's been a while. It's been a long while, so I come back to have. It's kind of difficult to talk about, if I'm being honest, but I really want it to be out to y'all to take a lesson from my stupidity and others' stupidity. I would really like for y'all to take some sort of mental note about all of this. Most of this will not be spoken in suit, just to show you the physical attributes of what actually happened to me. I just want y'all to learn from my stupidity and from the person who caused its stupidity. So, you might recognize that, see that right now, but I'll get to that later. So, August 30th of this year, I will start from the day before, actually. So, I love Sam and Colby. As some of y'all may know, I absolutely adore Sam and Colby, and they are a huge comfort to me. And this hoodie that I got was a merch release of theirs that I was just recently able to afford. I saved up and I bought a hoodie and a bracelet of theirs. This hoodie came in on August 29th. August 29th, I was really excited about the hoodie. I put it on. I went to my mom's work, picked it up, super excited, and showed it to some of my friends. Next day rolls around. I wore this hoodie for the first time all day at school. For the first time. One of my, not close friend anymore, but one of my acquaintances now was friend. I will be referring to them as a friend, but they aren't really my friend anymore. They're more or less my acquaintance. But I wore this hoodie to school all day, and they're a huge Sam and Colby fan too, and I was showing them. We were really excited, and we were both boasting about it and talking and just having a good time. School rolls around and it ends. I take some people home sometimes from school. Not a lot of people drive themselves to school, and I drive myself to school, and I drive my home back from school. So I dropped off one of my other friends first. He's one of my closest friends. I love him. If he watches this, he knows who he is. So I dropped him off. We sat and talked for a little bit. Then I went and dropped off said acquaintance at their house. I will give them a fake name for this. I will call them... I'll call them Pilot. That'll make more sense here in a second. But, so I dropped Pilot off at their house. It was their birthday. And I was coming to, say hi and meet their grandma and say hi to their dad and meeting Pilot's new boyfriend. Well, Pilot got a hand-me-down car in their family. It's really nice, cool, BMW car. Amazing, blue color, beautiful car. And he introduced everything to me and introduced me. I said hi to his grandma. His grandma was super sweet. We hung out for a little while, and then my mom texts me and says, "Hey, you need to come home." Well, I wasn't in the best mood with my mom that day, so I said no, and I stayed at their house when I wasn't supposed to. Pilot offered to take a look inside of his car. I said, "Yeah, of course, I'd love to see the inside of your car," because I just had a recently new car too that I drove over that we were showing each other off. So he showed me his inside of his car, showed me his radio. His radio was really nice, sounded amazing. And then he asked his dad, "Hey, can I take them for a ride?" Him and his new boyfriend. He's in the front seat driving, of course. His boyfriend is in the passenger seat, and I'm in the back left seat. He got a text from his dad. "Yes, you can go down to the end of the dirt road." which where I live is in the middle of nowhere, so there's a main road that's actually paved, and then there's dirt roads that go back into people's houses, like little cul-de-sacs and stuff. So, and an important thing to note is that Pilot had a broken ankle on his right side. So, probably wasn't supposed to be driving anyway, but we all went and we got in the car, talking, having a great time. He takes off, goes past the dirt road. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt because I trusted him a lot, and that was stupid of me that I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but it's really stupid of me, and I wish everybody would wear their seatbelt. But anyway, we learn and we move forward. He did not go just to the end of the dirt road, which I was upset at my parents as well, so I didn't mind it. So we went down the dirt road. The dirt road goes like this. So we went down this dirt road, went this way, and then went up this way, down. It's a very pothole and hilly road. Like, it's like you're not supposed to go over 50 on that road. Speed limit's 45. We go all the way down that road. We turn around on a dead end dirt road, come back. Pilot looks at me and goes, "Do you have car anxiety?" I said, "No, not really." He hit on the gas, reached up to 92 miles per hour on this back road, crested the first hill, went down, went the other hill, back tires came up off and so did the front, fishtailed so bad that there's literal black marks still on that road that cross like an X because of the fishtailing so bad. The car went into the culvert, went up, the rocks acted as wheel bearings and slowed down the car a little bit, hit the first tree, went this way, hit the second tree, and that's what stopped us. If it wasn't for those rocks in that tree, that second tree, the car would have continued flipping and all of us would have been dead. But a result of that is my head. I will show some pictures. Pilot and his boyfriend walked out scotch-free. Fine. Couple bruises. That's it. They're done. Fine. I left on a stretcher being coded to the ER the entire way there. From here all the way back, 11.7 or 8 inches of my head was degloved, which means all of my skin and my layers of plasma to my skull were completely removed and gone. Scalped. I was scalped. I was completely scalped. And I sat in the back of his car, bleeding out, unconscious for 10 minutes. He didn't call anybody. I don't know if he was in shock or what, but he didn't call anybody. I was just bleeding out in the back of his car. After 10 minutes after I gained consciousness again, I called my own dad. I called my dad, and I didn't know where I was. And I was pleading, I was begging for him to find me. I didn't know if he could find me. I didn't know if I was gonna live. I really thought I was gonna die. And he found me. After a 5-minute and 23-second long call, he found me. Him and my mom found me.
They wrapped my head up. My mom was holding my skin to my head. My mom was holding me together while my dad was trying to get an ambulance to me. It was rough. It was really rough. I can't thank the firemen and my mom and my dad enough for saving my life, and the EMTs for being amazing. We sat out there and I went into the emergency room, into the ER. They gave me fentanyl to keep me from passing out from how bad my head injuries were. I had severe whiplash, still recovering from that. The scarring on my head from how it's formed gave me a slight speech impediment. So I forget my words and I stutter a lot, as you'll realize as I'm going through. That's not just nerves. It's partially nerves, and it's from my head now too. I get severe migraines now from it. But I went into the ER. They gave me fentanyl to calm me down. Then I did a CT scan. I did a CT scan with contrast and without contrast. I'll tell you what, that contrast does not feel good. It makes you feel like you're gonna pee yourself. It's not fun. It's very hard to deal with. And I went in for a 2.5-hour surgery. The entire time I was on 3 rounds of ketamine. Ketamine is not fun. Ketamine is not fun at all. I never suggest in my life using it unless you are very, very careful in a very low dose. You do you. I had to convince myself I was alive on the ketamine during that surgery. And during that surgery, I could feel them pulling my skin back together, piecing it together, sewing my scalp back together. I sat in recovery in my bed after I got home from the ER. I was in recovery for a little over 2 weeks in my room. Not in my room, in my parents' room. On Oxy and on a lot of pain meds. And not doing good. That first day back, they put me in the bathtub and put peroxide on my head to get all the blood out of my hair. It took 2 weeks to get all the blood out of my hair. I couldn't fathom what happened. I couldn't process it. I didn't believe it happened. I thought it was a story that happened to somebody else. Like I was hearing somebody else talk about something that they think would happen to me or something else. Like it wasn't real. It wasn't real. I laid in bed for 2 weeks, wishing that I would have died in the wreck. Because of how bad it hurt. And how badly it hurt my parents.